So I saw this video on my feed recently.
In the workplace, do the bare minimum, be the last one in and the first one out. This is the formula to protecting your peace. Stop going above and beyond for companies that don't care or respect or value you.
I tell people all the time, you get hired and get paid to do one job. That's it.
Do the bare minimum to not get fired and get your coins or whatever to pay bills, and eventually do something else, bro.
It got me to wondering, is the American dream actually just a sophisticated way to burn out by 30? So lately, the internet has traded hustle culture for bare minimum Mondays and quiet quitting. We were told that going above and beyond was the only way up, but now everyone's wondering if the view from the top is even worth the climb. If the system is rigged, why play the game at all? Hi, I'm Jay. Stick around and I'll explain it. For decades, the over and above paradigm was the gold standard. You stay late, you take on extra projects, and eventually you get the corner office. But something shifted. With inflation rising and wages stagnating, people started doing the math. They realized that going the extra mile often just results in being given more miles to run without a change in shoes. It kind of reminds me of that old Lethal Weapon quote from the late Danny Glover. How did it go? Yeah, I'm getting too old for this, you know what. So this lack of wages, job loyalty, and poor economy has given birth to the bare minimum movement. So it's the art of doing exactly what is in your job description, no more, no less. Really, it's a defensive crouch against a corporate world that feels like it's constantly asking for passion when it really just wants unpaid overtime. It feels like reclaiming your time, right? But here's the problem. While doing the bare minimum protects your schedule, it often starves your soul. We were built to find meaning in our craft, but when we despise our bosses or the system, our work becomes a prison of clock watching. We're stuck between a hustle that kills us and a minimum that bores us. But what if the problem isn't the job, but who you think you're actually working for? There's a famous letter written by a man named Paul about 2,000 years ago that flips the entire quiet quitting debate on its head. Paul was talking to people in far worse work conditions than a modern office, and he gave them a radical life hack. He told them, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Think about how much power that gives you. If you view your boss as the ultimate master, you'll either be a slave to their praise or a rebel doing the bare minimum to spite them. Both ways, they win because they control your motions. But if you decide that your work, whether it's coding, flipping burgers, or filing taxes, is actually an act of service to something higher, the system loses its grip on you. You don't work hard to get a promotion. You work with excellence because your integrity isn't for sale. The world wants you to choose between being a corporate drone or a cynical minimalist. But there's a third way. Doing world-class work because you're answering to a higher authority than a middle manager. When you work unto the Lord, you find a peace that a paycheck can't give and a purpose that a minimum can't touch. So the question is, want to know if he's hiring? Scripture tells us the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. If you like this video, the algorithm thinks you'll find this one interesting as well. Until next time, remember, there's an explanation for everything. Let's find it together. I'll see you at the next one.